Secrets of Happy People, Episode 28, Volunteer Fever. A professor who lives in a small university town was in need of a young lady to care for her children while she was away on a business trip. She offered a very good salary, and her preference was a university undergraduate. Happily, it was around vacation time, so the lucky one would not have to miss classes for the 2 months that the professor would be away. She had newly adopted 2 sweet girls that were only yet toddlers. She was therefore very particular about whom to hand the responsibility while she was gone. She had special specifications. In particular, she wanted a happy person. She actually used the words, a happy student wanted to, blah, blah, blah. This intrigued the students, who wondered how she would know who a happy student was. She scheduled an interview for the dozens that indicated interest. Knowing that the successful candidate would be selected based on the happiness factor, each appeared very cheerful at the interview, flashing their most charming smiles. She wanted a likable student, all right, but beyond that, she wanted a happy person. So after the interview, she arrived at a short list of 3. The young ladies wondered aloud how she would pick the successful one from amongst them. They toyed with various variables as they joked about the situation. One suggested beauty. She boasted that she might have an edge over the other 2 because she was more beautiful. The other 2 scoffed at her, volunteering other possible criteria to separate the successful one from the rest. One suggested the whiteness of her smile, of her teeth, as what would be the clincher. The other 2 thought that was even more laughable. To the shock of the girls, however, a few days after the interviews, the professor picked the successful candidate. Of course, the other 2 felt she could not defend her choice based on the advertised criterion of happiness. But she had anticipated their challenge and actually invited them to her house in order to announce the winner before them, as well as seize the opportunity to explain how she arrived at her conclusion. Apparently, the professor had asked for detailed personal information, including their bank accounts as well as their usual weekly activity schedule. From these 2 documents in particular, she was able to separate the happiest of the 3. She explained that she was able to surmise from the documents which girl was the happiest by checking what money and what time was spent at all in selfless acts of charity, like volunteering, like giving services without rewards, like expending energy and money on things that helped others but did not bring clear pecuniary benefits. The data distilled separated the girls and made it extremely easy to determine which of them was the happiest person. The basic plank of the professor's argument was that generally, those who give selflessly of themselves are usually the happier people. She said research bore this out eloquently.